Hello and welcome to my latest video for my channel and Facebook page, Logomism. It's been a while since I've made a new video, and today I decided to address the issue of having another referendum in Britain on the issue of Brexit. The reason I chose this topic is I get more negative feedback from my followers on this topic than any other. And by the way, thank you so much for your feedback. I love getting feedback from my page followers, including the negative, so keep the feedback coming, please. Before I get to the issue of having another referendum in Britain, I thought I would first briefly address one of the reasons why I've been developing this new political social philosophy of logomism, or the perfect balance. There are a number of reasons, but one in particular I want to mention is that I've leaned right of center on most political issues, and I've always loved the European Union, and I've been a proud citizen of the European Union since January 1st, 1995. However, as time has gone on, it seems, especially in English-speaking countries, more and more those on the right have come to hate the European Union, and those who love the European Union seem to lean left, and I really felt like I didn't have much of a political home anymore, and I was certain that there must be others out there like me who are right of center and love the European Union. So to address the issue of Brexit and a second referendum itself, it is true that many of my fellow Remain supporters do not respect the results of the 2016 referendum. I want to make it clear that I absolutely respect the results of the 2016 referendum. It bothers me to see fellow Remain supporters make arguments like 27% of the British electorate didn't vote. Well, that's true in every election. There are people who don't vote. And if you don't vote, your voice doesn't matter. And the fact that people didn't vote should not negate the results of the referendum. And besides, a 73% turnout is pretty darn high. Also, some have made the point that the campaign was based on lies or misleading information, like the notion that the NHS was going to get £350 million a week more. My response to that is, well, welcome to the world of politics, where lies and misinformation are sadly a part of every election campaign. If we were to invalidate the results of every election based on that, we'd be rerunning pretty much every election there is. So I absolutely respect the result of the 2016 referendum, even though I didn't like it. That being said, we do not need to go to the other extreme. And by that I mean Britain must leave the European Union come hell or high water. No, that's not true either. A quote has been circulating recently, I don't know who said it, but if a democracy cannot change its mind, then it ceases to be a democracy. People ask me, well, are you just going to have a referendum over and over and over again until you get a result that you like? But here is the specific nuance. And yes, I agree, there cannot just be a referendum over and over and over again until Remain wins. People have compared leaving the European Union to getting a divorce, and that in many ways is a great analogy. A divorce does not happen in one day. It's the whole process. First, the couple becomes legally separated, and in the process of that, the details are worked out. The assets the couple owns, liabilities, if they have children, custody issues, child support payments, all of that is worked out. And then after all of that is worked out, the divorce is finalized. Now, at any point between the official separation and the finalization, the couple can call the divorce off. And indeed, numerous couples have done just that. The same thing's true here. People voted to leave the European Union, but what they voted for was a theoretical concept. The details were vague to non-existent. Well, there is now a deal. Prime Minister May negotiated a deal. So what's the difference between now and 2016, you ask me? The difference is there's now an official deal on the table. So the people of Britain could vote on that deal with Remain as an option. Basically, okay, now that we know the details of the divorce, do you still want to pull the trigger and go through with it? If the answer is yes, well, then Britain leaves the European Union on the terms that Prime Minister May negotiated. And if the people vote Remain, well, they decide to call off the divorce. And again, this is not undemocratic at all. So I hope I've addressed your concerns. If not, please give me feedback. And if there's anything else I could answer about this, please let me know. I'm Dr. Carl. Enjoy.